very good. Is there gonna be someone, anybody ever? Do I?
Any voice that you've done.
Oh, that I've done. Oh, this isn't weird at all. You're asking me what voice would go really well with the other voice, like in a relationship-wise. Like, put two people together that you played and have them make love. That's not weird at all. Look at me acting like I don't think about these things. I repair Zarbon with... No, that wouldn't work. No, you don't want to know. Zarbon and Irvin from because anime. That'd be hysterically funny. Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be great. I can see Zarbon as a Titan now. And like Irvin going this whole thing where he suddenly questions his life work, going, wow, I don't know that I can kill these things anymore. Because I've fallen in love with one. Ideas for season 2. Sorry, anyway. Yes, Grells, the two Grells.
Which one?
Either one. Are you together, like sitting together? No. Arm wrestle. And whoever wins. Not for real, oh my god. Okay, well there's a clear winner. Stop killing her, stop killing her, stop killing her. Oh god, don't kill her. Tell you what, I'll let you both ask your question at the same time. Go!
If Daniel Frederick were here and you were told to have a conversation, what would you say?
Hello, Daniel. Nice to meet you. I've actually never met Daniel Frederick. Do you know that? He is a strange, reclusive soul. I mean, he came in to record. I mean, first of all, when we record stuff like Black Butler, we do it independently of each other. We don't record at the same time. So oftentimes we don't meet the other voice actors until we meet them at cons like this. We're like, oh my god, you were amazing in that show we did 4 years ago together, and I've never seen you. Now, most of the other actors on that show I've known from working with them and other things, but Daniel Frederick was kind of new in the scene. He'd done a lot of stage work, but he'd never done any sort of voice work. The first time he'd ever done anything with Funimation, certainly. And so I never actually met him. I heard his work all the time and think it's phenomenal. But then he just sort of, I think he moved somewhere. I don't know where he went, but he went to go pursue a stage career somewhere. I don't know where. I never met him. I don't know. So honestly, if he were here right now, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm such a fan of your work. Thank you for giving us just an absolutely irresistible grill. I thank you. It's one of the best performances I've ever heard, especially from someone who's never been in front of a mic before, as far as I know. So that's what I was thinking. Yes, you, the one that actually won.
I'm the girl.
Other girl.
Two things.
Yes.
One, find me after the panel. I have a gift for you. I'll give it to you later. Two, is it weird? Is it weird whenever people come up to you and just fangirl all about you? Is it weird?
Yes.
Yes?
It is very weird.
No
It's
story
very.
that goes along with it?
I love him.
I have lots of stories.
Oh, tell me a story.
So my boyfriend, who accompanies me to all these cons, often is sitting next to me when I'm doing autographs, and he will just occasionally look up, see how I'm doing. Okay, he's good. He's over there, coding or something on his laptop while I'm standing away, being charming and ridiculous as I do. And there's always some fangirl who just has been waiting in line for 4 hours to be in front of me so she can go. Breathe? And this has happened more often than not, where they do that exact thing and then just walk away. I didn't sign anything for them, they didn't get a picture, they just did the baby Nazgul and then off they go. And I'm like, what? Is that like a grudge thing? Have I been cursed? What's that? They didn't love me at all. I did have it happen once where I was at a con and there was bad weather coming in. I had to leave that con that day, at least ideally I would have, because we were near the airport, but this bad patch of weather came through and my flight got canceled. And it was this whole backup because the airport was, all these things were canceled, so I couldn't leave for another day. And I was like, oh, I have to miss work now and come home and now I'm stuck. And it's not fun to be stuck somewhere where, as much fun as you have the weekend, you have somewhere you've got to be. And I'm like, But I'm convinced it happened because a fangirl came up, she was like, oh my god, I hope your flight gets canceled, you're here forever. She was like, Miss Jen, your flight's been canceled. Son of a... Where'd she go? Where'd she go? It's like I had a girl, I told you about the girl that came today, she was really, really sweet, but her knees just buckled and down she went, and I'm like, oh god, I want to help her, but if I touch her, she's just gonna go down again. So it's like weird, I'm like, I don't know what to do. And like, I met one fan at a convention somewhere who was so excited to meet me, she started having like a serious asthma attack. And she had her inhaler on her, and I'm like, no, find her inhaler now. I'm like, no, I'm not, no, you're not dying on my watch, I'm not doing it, no. We saved her, it was fine. It's weird, it's just weird, but I'm the same way. When I meet celebrities, I'm just kind of like, I've met a few, like when I met Captain Jack Harkness, John Barrowman, met him. That was fun. Whew, that was me, like I was usually getting out of an elevator and he was getting out of the next one and he's like, hey, part of the elevator bay! He might have been a little tipsy. His husband was with him, definitely playing damage control, going, so sorry. And I'm like, John Barrowman! And he turns around, he's like, yes. And I'm like, I met River Song at a convention. Right, and it was really funny because I was like, oh my god, she's gonna get this mail, oh my god. I'm signing away, and she's at a table just over, like, within view. She walks through my space to get to her table, and I'm like, there she is, oh, thank you for coming in. Oh, River Song. And it just stops, and music plays, and like a single shaft of light illuminating her path to her table, and we're all like, oh, and I'm like, and I turned to my fans who were just nervous at me, and like, oh my god, that's River Song. And it was great, because all my fans were like, oh my god, we're going to totally jump in her line and tell her that all about you. And I'm like, oh my god, don't do that. And then so later on, it's just a true story. So my liaison, who was sitting next to me at the time, was kind of like, do you want to meet her? And I'm like, well, I don't want to be that guy, because I know we're all busy, and I don't want to be like, I'm a big fan. Because some people, like, I love when people come up to me, and like, because I get it, I'm the same way with celebrities, and I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, just don't die, don't buckle, and, don't jump out of a window or something, just breathe and have a moment, but please, get on with your lives. But I get that way, I'm like, oh. And so she comes up to me, relays, and she's like, okay, it's actually weird, she wants to meet you. I'm like, what? Wait, what do you mean? She's like, well, apparently all your fans are going to her line and telling her all about you. So I meet her in the green room later that day. She's like, oh, hello, you're Michael, do the accent. And I'm like, and the best part, we went to this VIP thing together. She sat next to me, and we talked Doctor Who. She was really, really a lot of fun. And the best part is at some point, like, they started playing a cha-cha or something on the DJ started playing a cha-cha, and she's like, oh my god, we have to dance. And so she just grabbed a bunch of us, and she grabbed me, and I'm like, no, I don't dance. She's like, neither do I, and I'm in heels, you have no argument. So I got up and I danced a cha-cha with River Song. Because of you, fine people, who are like, that over there, that guy's a big fan of you. But he's too shy to say hi. Oh my god. So yeah. So I get it. It's just weird being on the receiving end of that, because I'm usually the one squealing. When I'm being squeaked, I'm like, who? Oh, me? What's wrong with you? But I never get tired of it. People are like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet to everybody, you're so good to all of us. I'm like, trust me, you all make it very easy to be sweet to all of you. Because I'm not normally a very sweet person. I'm a bit of an asshole. Here I'm like, I'm so happy, everyone's so cool. I'm with fellow nerds and everyone's like, I love it, right? I don't ever want to leave. I want cons to just go on forever and ever. For us to like start Conville. Little dome society. You can only get it if you can name all 11 incarnations of the Doctor. Or 12. Anyway, so yes. I don't even remember what the question was now. You with the fan. The fan with the fan. Yes, the Homestuck. With the camera. I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
If all your characters were like in the same room, they were just like sizing each other up, what do you think they'd say to each other?
All 204 of them? What time is it? How much time do we have left? I don't know. I've never thought. I always have this vision though of like Sebastian and Kyoya and like Isaac Dean and Lawrence from Spice and Wolf and a handful of others that are all kind of within the same range but kind of vastly different in personality, getting together and being like, I like your work, and then just that's it. That's all they say. Or I just picture them in a room all trying to imitate each other, like Sebastian going, oh, let's see if I can do your voice. And I was like, hello, my name is Isaac Dean. Oh, and that's gonna be like, oh, that's not bad. Let's see if I can do you. Hello, I'm Sebastian. Damn, you're good. That's probably what would happen. They're already up in my head all the time, which incidentally, when anyone ever asks me, like, who's your favorite character? I'm like, I play a lot of characters. And I'm a little psychotic, so once you've played a character, they kind of stay in your head. They're permanently lodged in there like a pencil. And you know, they're like constantly, you know, duking it out for control of my vocal cords, because they come out in weird places, like in hotels. I'm like, hello, Deborah, how are you? Or Sir Hammerlock comes out when I'm driving a car. I'm like, oh, Bonafide! Or whenever Zarbon comes out, hey, you're kind of cute. Why are you running away? So whenever I have to pick a favorite, just because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna pick your favorite. This. I'm like, oh, awesome. Then I go back to my hotel room and like 400 other people in my head are like, you're a bastard. Why didn't you pick me? I wasn't thinking of you. Why weren't you thinking of me? Oh, really? Has it been so long? Did that wagon across Germany mean nothing to you? So, yeah, it's a little crazy in my head. You were holding up a picture, a drawing, a sketch. Yes, you. You're like, yep, that's a sketch. That's me. I love, by the way, when I pick on people that are like, you wearing the hat with the eye patch, and they have to be like, yes, that's me wearing the hat and the eye patch. Yeah,
Eye patch, which one?
right, I know, right? Like people are like, I'm wearing an eye patch. Jerk. But yes, you.
Actually, it's a picture of you as the 10th Doctor, because I know you love Doctor Who.
Aww. As the 10th Doctor?
Yes. I
Oh, more presents. Glad I've got this paperweight. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Oh my god. Allons-y! Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Oh my god. Thank you. This is actually pretty badass, y'all. Y'all see this? Y'all see that? You did this in 5 minutes, whereas I could not kick a piece of paper and pencils down the stairs in 10, so
Well,
congratulations.
you know, I can't see. Okay, there we go.
Oh, no, you can't see. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Thank you. Is this for me? Is this mine? Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. Okay. Some people are like, seriously, oh my god, I have to draw something so I can hug him.
And now I can squeal with consent.
I'm so sweaty. Is everyone else sweaty? It's like, I'm sweating like a whore in church. You with the blonde wig on. Yes, yes.
Yeah, this one said
Do
like
you
a
have any funny stories while recording Spice and Wolf?
Nothing really I will tell you, there was one time, it's not a funny story, but it's like a really cool moment. Okay, so the show's lead adaptive writer, it's the person who writes the adaptive scripts, and actually she wasn't just lead, she actually wrote all of the scripts too. Jamie Martin, who actually also plays the character in season 1 that is his love. Chloe, is her name Chloe? The one she turns out to be kind of a... Right. Well, so Jamie was also directing me on a few of the episodes too, as it so happened. And it was late at night, we were up there for a late session, so all the other studios were closed, and we're just up there in like Studio G, recording away. And there was this wonderful moment. Now, it just so happened that it's the scene between Chloe and Lawrence, and I think episode 1, where they haven't seen each other for quite some time. And they're going about, talking to each other and their dreams and like their aspirations of, I want to open up a store, I want to do this and do this, And they're kind of, it's clear that there's some chemistry between the two of them, though it's never been explored because they both lead very different lifestyles. But it's, it's clear that there's something there. It's not that one of them quite knows how to get it off the ground. And so, in this very sly piece of adaptive writing, Jamie made it a scene where the two of them are discussing economics and their plans for business. But they're actually, if you go back and listen to it, they're actually just kind of dancing around what they really want to say to each other, which is, oh my God, we should totally hook up. And so, but they're couching all what they don't know how to say, they're couching it in what they do know how to say. So it's all these clever metaphors about business transactions and you know, the value of silver turning coins. It's really clever, and as me as an actor and as a writer as well, I love that kind of stuff. I love that kind of layered meaning in a scene. Well, it just so happened that Jamie was not only recording me in that scene that night, but she had not recorded any of Chloe's lines in this particular scene. So we just had this really organic moment where very suddenly I just was going through and doing an entire page, and she was getting on mic and reading along as Chloe. So we were having this very organic moment, separated by a wall of glass, but it was like she was really in the scene with me. And it went back and everything fit. And I was like, oh my God. So it was really amazing, because we don't, as I said earlier, we mostly record in isolation. So we don't have a chance to really work with other actors in real time. If we do, it's very, very seldom. So oftentimes, say, even the most romantic piece of dialogue is recorded between two people who recorded 6 weeks apart sometimes. That's, you know, acting, we have to pretend, but I mean, that's the job. But there that night, we were so into the scene, and it was Jamie's, you know, it was her baby all around. She was directing it and writing it and playing it, and she was great. And getting to do that wonderful organic trade-off was something I will never forget. I just get chills thinking about it because it was such a good little moment. It was like doing a stage scene with Jamie, who was also a phenomenal stage actress. Love that woman. Love that woman. Oh my God. You were cool. You're all cool. Thank you. That's a good story. You, my dear, with glasses.
I'd actually like to know, of all the roles that you didn't get, which one do you wish you had had the chance the most to act?
That I actually can't answer because I've gotten everything I've tried out for. No, I'm kidding. No, it's weird. There's always been... I honestly tend to forget the roles I don't get that I really, really wanted because... And I've wanted some roles really, really badly and, you know, gotten really nervous going into to audition, only to find out that, you know, I didn't get it and a little heartbroken. But, I mean, that's acting. It's just, you have to deal with the rejection. That's the reality of it. Acting is 10 no's followed by 1 yes, or a maybe. And so all the time, every time that's happened, however, it's usually a dear friend of mine who ends up getting the role, because we're all like family in this business, and we've known each other for years now. So I end up getting really into their performance and forgetting that I wanted it. And at the end of the day, I love the character so much, that's the reason I wanted to play it, but if someone else can do it just as well, or better, that's all I care about. I just want the character to come to life. So I never get jealous. Once I've seen a performance, whatever jealousy I may or may not have had goes away. So yeah. And I don't want to say which ones because then you'll be like, oh, that would be awesome. Because I feel that kind of undermines the performance that was there. There's been a few. But you'll never know which one. All of them. Yes, Sebastian.
What's the craziest thing a fan has ever done to meet you?
The craziest thing a fan has ever done to meet me? God, I don't know. One chased me through a hotel once. It was my fault because I ran. But oh my God, it was really, I was just feeling really goofy and I just was walking to my room. And when you're walking to your room, let's say your door is right here, you've got your key out, and you hear a fan go, oh my God, you're Michael Tatum! That's not my room anymore. I don't want to know where I am. And so I just started laughing and I ran down the hallway. She followed me, keeping pace. And my liaison was with me, so all three of us, and it was like, it became this weird, like I remember it like a Scooby-Doo corridor scene, where like we're coming in and out of doors in different arrays, and like suddenly there's mummies chasing us and all this. It was hysterical. And so I ended up going like down 3 flights of stairs, back up 1, and she kept up. And I was like, my God, and so I finally just stopped and was like, you. What can I do for you, darling? She's like, do you know Vic Mignogna? I'm like, oh, son of a... I did have a girl I get weird fan letters sometimes. Now most of them are very sweet. They're like, oh my god, I loved you in this, and you know, I just wanted to say thank you. Most of them, and I'm like, oh, nice, take the time.